evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action between Manny Pacquiao and the hitman Ricky Hatton.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Manny Pacquiao. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Ricky the Hitman Hatton.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what to do. Let's have a good, clean fight. All right, touch him up.
They're scheduled for 12. Here's round number 1. Manny has seen his fair share of infighting against him through the years, and he's getting a dose of it tonight.
Well, that's a smart way to go with a guy so fast. We forget about the speed of Manny. That might be greater than his power in some dimensions. And when you're inside, you can use your physicality and take away the speed a little bit.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Not able to connect with the uppercut. This is great action right from the start. What an opening round between these two. He missed with that headshot. That was off the mark. That hook was well off the mark. That was not well targeted by Hatton. Not able to land the headshot. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. You see guys do this all the time. A little shove off there to create some space on the inside and get your punches off. Manny Pacquiao, he is not shy about throwing punches. Punch stat numbers heavily favor him.
No, he's not just about power. He's about bringing a lot of power, a lot of punches.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into them when I'm throwing a punch. Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take these shots, okay? You understand me? Let's see some defense.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Just missed scoring with that punch. Oh, and there you go. Ricky Hatton stunned and staggered. Hatton clearly bothered by that punch, and he's looking to clinch.
He spent a lot of time, Hatton has, going to school where he's learned offense. Right now, he's got a quick lesson to learn. How to survive, how to come up with defense.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight. What does it take? He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. off in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. You see guys do this all the time. A little shove off there to create some space on the inside and get your punches off. End of the round there, a round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically how are they acting? What are you seeing out of that?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Listen, I need to see some power.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Blocks the headshot. Teddy, many times that label of being a southpaw in boxing conjures up certain images. None of those images apply to Manny Pacquiao.
No, well, Pacquiao, whether he was a southpaw or orthodox, he's not standard. He's very fast. He comes at you in any kind of angle that suits him for that moment. He will adjust on the fly.
Well, that's exactly what you should be doing on the inside. If you want to punch and you need space, do what you have to do to get that space. He's pushing him around. Good defense, just covering up down low. Nice job on the inside right there, just creating some space. Hey, have it your way. Good looking counter punch. Now this is impressive stuff right here because he's showing us that he can counter his opponent perfectly.
And you don't have to be a big banger when you're a good counterpuncher because now you're catching the guy coming in and you're catching him real clean, so you're going to be really effective.
You see guys do this all the time, a little shove off there to create some space on the inside and get your punches off.
Keep your hands up. Hooks on the inside. Keep working the body.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Well, after the action in the last round, swelling on Manny Pacquiao.
Well, if you go into an ice cream parlor all the time, you know what? You're going to get fat. If you're a fighter who's going to walk in, you're going to get swollen.
Here we go with the fourth round. He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, and my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
And a smart counterpunch by Ricky Hatton. He missed with that headshot. Tried to hook, didn't get it. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Ricky! Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
One, two, three, four, five.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown, but Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Ricky Hatton. 60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? Able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy, because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night, and you forget what you knew when you came in, that it wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed, and it's important to remember that.
Get on that.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
The Pac-Man on the inside is so dangerous, and you can see he's staying busy and he's landing shots. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous, but how hungry these guys are, how badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy, how they're going to be remembered.
Teddy, Manny Pacquiao has many highlights in his career, but one of the things that I think when all is said and done on Manny Pacquiao that'll be remembered for is his ability to take out the Mexican legends. Barrera, Morales, he's done it well.
Yeah, he has done it well. And where he's done it is a mixture of power that those fighters had, but also speed. Manny Pacquiao brings speed to the game.
Ricky Hatton's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Well, that's exactly what you should be doing on the inside. If you want to punch and you need space, do what you have to do to get that space. He's pushing him around. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because
Oh, and there you go. Ricky Hatton stunned, and oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Manny Pacquiao's going to have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reach. His opponent out. He's the victor. Manny Pacquiao's your winner by knockout victory.
I feel like I just came out of the movie theater, Joe, and I did not expect that ending.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time at the fights.